let's rock on for a bit. Music provided by StreamYard. Come broadcast of StreamYard. Yes, this is Ted the Boss Man at WLFEDB.com and WLFEDB Radio. Any words about putting copyright music out? If this music is copyrighted at all, it's copyrighted by StreamYard. They provide this. You have your choices: acoustic cinematic, dance pop, daydreaming, feeding the ducks. Like that one. Into space, lo-fi, rock, and night driving. That's for different categories. You can add your own music, but it better darn well be copyright free when you load it up there. So I can play this music, Facebook can't say anything, YouTube can't say anything. So StreamYard provides it. Copyright free. And the reason I am broadcasting today, by the way, welcome to WLFEDB, WLFE Radio. Hey, I am advertising for November guest. Southern Fried Paranormal is now booking guests for November shows. I'll just read the banner to you, especially for a guest for a recorded show where we can kind of halfway pretend it's Thanksgiving because it will be aired Thanksgiving night. Rather than making a guest to spend time away from their families for a couple hours talking about the paranormal, I'd rather record one sometime between now and then. And for air on Thanksgiving, we can just kind of act like it's Thanksgiving, and you and I both, the guest and I both, can spend time with our families as we should on Thanksgiving Day and night, or spend your time watching football or hunting or whatever it is you do on Thanksgiving. I'm looking for, contact me on Facebook Messenger. I'm looking for paranormal teams, individual investigators, and anyone throwing a paranormal event for November. And also for that special recorded show to air on Thanksgiving. Now, I normally air the show at 11 p.m., which is kind of late for the East Coast. That's 10 p.m. Central, 9 Mountain, 8 on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast especially, you can easily get on there live. That's no problem. On Reed Mountain, it's 9 o'clock in the evening. But you're on the East Coast, if you don't want to stay up that late for a 2.5 hour show, starting at 11 o'clock your time, be glad to record a show for you at a later date. I don't have a problem with that at all. Available almost 24/7. Anytime, just to give me a date and give me a time you want to do it, and we'll record a show and I will air it later. That's specifically what I'm looking for a Thanksgiving show, but I will do that for any show if you cannot, stay up late, especially you on the East Coast, for the teams, the investigators, and paranormal events over there. I can understand that, so we can just record one. I'll show it maybe a couple of weeks before your event, and we can just hammer home where you are, what you offer, and see if we can get increase your membership there. Sell a few tickets. Hey, that's what we're all about, is supporting each other in the paranormal. Of course, everybody says, well, that's paranormal unity. Let's be united as much as we can. Perfect unity is impossible. We're human beings. That doesn't work. The egos get in the way. But anyway, that's what I'm looking for, and that's why I'm broadcasting. Looking for guests for November, and specifically the Thanksgiving. Also, we'll touch on October. I've got, I said, another promo. For October, I've got Dale Kaczmarek coming up on the 6th. I got Greg Stevens from RIP on the 13th. He's having a paranormal event, I think, on the 22nd. Dale Kaczmarek is having an event a week after the show, I believe on the 15th. Jamie Lee Keller will be on the 20th. I will be taping a show with Holly Mullins. She's had some issues on two other bookings, so we're going to get her on a recorded show since it's a little bit late for her on the East Coast, and show that show on the 27th of October. So, Holly, if you're looking, that's the date your show will air, regardless of when we record it, be it today, next week, or sometime in October. As long as we can get it recorded before the 27th, actually before the 26th, so I can put it in there because I need 24-hour. But notice, put it on the StreamYard. And also on Monday, the 31st, Ted's been generous enough to give me airtime on Halloween. I'm cranking up about 8 o'clock Central, which of course is 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And I'm probably going to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning talking about myself, Halloween. Hopefully it's going to be outside. It's going to be a really Halloween atmosphere. If anybody wants to come in and talk, I'll be glad to listen to you for a while. And Russ, if you're listening, I'd love to get the inside of your Halloween store to see what's going on. Maybe you can have some people put some masks on, some costumes on, and just appear in costume. That's what I'm looking for. Anybody wants to talk Halloween, anybody doing an investigation on Halloween, if you're just holding a seance or you just want to do a ghost box session, that's fine. Let's talk. What time do you want to be on? And you can come in, even if it's just last minute, because I want to be sharing instances, maybe a little evidence, some good ghost stories. Hopefully we're outside, like I say. I don't have a fire going, and it's going to look very Halloweenish. I probably will have some kind of costume or another. So that's what I'm looking for Halloween night. October is fully booked. If I take the Holly Mullins show, that will be on the 27th. And all I'm looking for is people to appear for. You can appear for a couple of hours. You can co-host with me. That's fine. But appear in costume, and here you are on Facebook and YouTube. You're a star. If you just want to appear in costume and say boo, that's fine. Let's do this. Let's get Halloween started. Make it the greatest Halloween ever for all of us. WLFEDB is allowing me to do this. Thank you, Ted. It will be aired on the usual channels, which is I'm talking on right now. The Southern Fried Paranormal Podcast will be airing on the CARK, SEARKPS, the CARK Paranormal Society. That's my group of one that I have, a YouTube channel. That's where I put all my stuff. And it will also be airing on the WLFE DB Radio YouTube channel. So it'll be on YouTube twice, different audiences, and will be on Facebook Live. So that's what I'm looking for on Halloween. So just let me know if you want to show up, and we'll just play it by ear, which is the best way to do this kind of thing on Halloween. But if you want to do something in November, if you got an event coming up, you got an investigation coming up, you got some new members on your team, you want to talk, you got some evidence, Stephen, I'm looking for you. You're in Gettysburg as I speak. So you want to appear in October. I know you're working comes first. But I'd love to talk about Gettysburg. You get your evidence together. Maybe sometime in November we can sit there and talk. I'll also be talking a lot to Dale Kaczmarek. We have a meeting with each other later in October. I'm not sure what's going to go on, but maybe we got something to talk about in November. But he will be the first Thursday in October. He will be promoting his paranormal event, and I'm going to throw that video up right now. Midwest Spirit Fest. Here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Dale Kaczmarek from the Ghost Research Society. Just talking very quickly about our upcoming convention called the Midwest Spirit Fest on October 16th, 2022 at the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. People are interested in getting tickets, they can go to my website at ghostresearch.org or also find it on Eventbrite or Facebook page. I hope to see all of you there.
That Dale Kaczmarek, who will be on the show this October 6th, we'll be talking about his Midwest Spirit Fest then. All about what's going to go on. Tickets. It's in a distillery, and they do serve food there. So you got food, you got spirits, drinking spirits, and it's also a haunted location. She has spirits of our kind too. Ghost, drinks, food. You can ghost hunt with Dale Kaczmarek. And let me tell you something. If you don't know him, get to know him. He's one of the top investigators probably in history. He's been ghost hunting since the early 70s. So he has tons and tons of experience, quite a bit of evidence. It was his group, the Ghost Research Society, who took the famous white lady in Baxter's Grove sitting on the stone. That was his photo. He's got half copyright with it, with Judy Huff. So he's been around. He's been there and done that. And if you can go to an event, especially for as cheap as this one is, and ghost hunt with Dale Kaczmarek, you're a blessed individual. I've been on several investigations with Dale, and basically he's found at least a little something on every investigation. Of course, he and I are good at what we do. And that's what you want to do, especially if you're a younger group. Go out there and just go something with Dale Kaczmarek in a haunted location, get some good food, listen to some good speakers, and for the price, you can't beat that. Midwest Spirit Fest, just outside Chicago. All right. Give me a hit on Facebook Messenger. If you're into paranormal, heck, I'll even talk to you, to UFO people or Bigfoot people, even though I have no experience with either. It'd be you doing most of the talking. But looking for people in November. If you don't want to book to December, that's fine. We'll go ahead and write you and book you in for December if you want. But mainly looking for people appearing on October 31st, Halloween, just for a few minutes. On probably a 6 to 7 hour show I'll be doing on Halloween. It's get some good frights up, some good stories. If you got a good story, that's fine. Just read away. All right. Let me let you go on back to your activities this Sunday. It's just after 5 o'clock. It's 5:06 here in the Central Time. I can't talk about the football game I listen to because the NFL will sue me. But anyway, let's get out of here. Let's go to acoustic cinematic since we're talking about a TV show. All right. Have a good Sunday, everybody. Enjoy your day. And hit me up on Facebook Messenger. And remember, the paranormal never sleeps.
you.